Welcome to another episode of Magnus Answers. All right. Now, this guy asked me this question. He commented on how to tell if a white guy likes black girls. So this is what his comment says, which is a question also. It says, Tyrone, I'm a white guy. I wear mud-covered, whatever that word is, drive a large 4x4, have a beard, love guns, have 10 fishing poles, a four-wheeler, own my house, make good money, go to church, and can't seem to get get with the sister at the local convenience store. She is from South Africa and in college to be a doctor. She is short, likes me some short gals, smart, funny, and a church goer. What do I do? Well, I'll tell you this, man. Growing up black, as you can see, I grew up a lot around a lot of black girls. I'm gonna tell you this. I think you need to start conversating with her. I think you need to approach her. I think if you haven't been conversating with her, I think you need to start conversating with her. Make some moves, start to talk to her, maybe flirt, tell her she looks nice, stuff like that. Because here's the thing, a lot of black women don't expect white men to come at them. I've been places where a white dude has approached a black woman, and they're like surprised, I'll come on the ass end of a conversation with the girls. They'll be like, "Girl," I'm like, "What y'all laughing at?" That white man just tried to pick her up. He was loving him some chocolate. Woo, you know what I mean? It's like she wasn't ready for it. It totally threw her off. A lot of them, black women are very and I don't want to use this word in a bad way, but they're very loyal to black men. They always want a black man. Not too many of them really date outside. So their mind is not in that frame that you're even interested in her. For example, the first time that I went out with a white girl, she approached me because, seriously, I was not in a frame of mind to date a white girl. I wasn't. I found them attractive, but for some reason, I only dated blacks and Puerto Ricans until then, and that's what I was going to continue to date. You know what I mean? I just hadn't stepped out of my, out of that area to start dating out, outside. So, but she approached me. You know what I mean? She showed me that she was nice, she was cool, and we ended up being together for a little while. So that's what I mean. She may not be ready, man. So you need to make your move. And it's not, you said she's a churchgoer, this and that, so you have been talking to her because she's a churchgoer and this and that. So if you feel okay, so here's the thing: if you've been conversating with her and you're saying you can't seem to get her, is it that you haven't asked yet, or you don't think she's interested? Because if that's the case, you need to pull the trigger and ask. Period. Point blank. Let her know, I come in here from time to time. We always have great conversations. I'm a church goer. You're a church goer. I'd like to know if I could take you to dinner sometime. If you asked, like that, she might be like, oh my, you know what I mean? And then she, I knew a South African girl. Well, I don't know if South Africa is Nigeria, but because I'm trying to think of the continent with it. I don't think that's South Africa. But anyway, she only dated white men. So don't think just because she's African that she don't date white men also. Okay, so remember that. So I think you need to pull the trigger. All right? But if you asked her out before and she said no, I don't know what to tell you. I got a buddy. He told me, man, persistence wears down resistance. So, you could be persistent by nicely asking her out every once in a while, from time to time. Maybe you want to send her something for Valentine's Day. As a matter of fact, maybe you want to get her something for Valentine's Day tomorrow and ask her out. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to upload this as soon as possible so you can see it, brother. All right? I hope I have helped you. If you got any more questions, write me, email me, inbox. Talk to y'all later.
Sergeant, I agree with you on some of your points. Black women do have attitudes sometimes, but you have to look at the attitude. You have to look at why people have attitudes. Not all black women is bitches. Not all black women are bitchy. And not all black women are quote unquote ghetto hoes. You have to look at it. I saw a few videos on this YouTube. And even with white people, you can close your eyes and listen to someone's voice and tell what they are. Some of these black women on YouTube, you can close your eyes and listen to their voice and not tell what they are. Black women, over the course of history, have struggled big time. So right now, while these women are in that independent stage, of course you're going to have some white women, some black women, and just women totally bitching. Why? If a group of women, regardless of what color they are, have a problem with men, black man or whatever man, they say shit. But if you can't hear somebody fucking speaking, then you don't know what they're saying. And if they don't say nothing, then that means they don't have a reason to speak. Now, not every black woman I know will bend over and shake her ass like they do on these videos. Half the girls you see on these videos are children. You type in booty meat and you see these little bitty girls shaking their ass. For what? For entertainment. You gonna blame these little black girls for shaking their ass, or blaming these little black girls' parents for not having enough respect for their daughter to teach their daughter how to be a woman? So when you look back at that, look at the age of the parents, look at the age of the girl, then you make your decision. Whether this person is ignorant, a bitch, or whatever the fuck she is. Because these black girls aren't black women. And yes, you say black women need to shut the fuck up. You said shut up. I say shut the fuck up. Because the difference between a black woman and a black man is this. There is no difference. And that's why a weak-minded black man can't be with a black woman. It's because the same struggle that you and your homeboys have, you and your woman gonna have. Hey, you know what? We need help on the bills. She might be the only one in the motherfucking house working. Regardless, I've seen white women with black men that pay all the motherfucking bills. You don't hear them blaming the man about it. Hey, can you go to work? Bitch, shut up. I ain't going to work. I've seen them say that to white women. I've not seen too many black men put it down on a black woman, though. I have seen black men put it down on black women. But you have to look at the women that we call women now. They've grown up watching videos where the woman shake her ass. Every movie, the girl got to be a hoe, dressed up like a hoe, act like a hoe. And it's quick now. People are very quick to try to have a woman lick a woman's pussy now. Oh, you and your girl get together and get the freak on for me, please. If you can't handle one woman, how in the fuck you gonna deal with a minor two, regardless of what color they are? I get back. You said black women need to shut the fuck up. I mean, shut up. Some black women do need to shut up. You sit there and you bitch about what a man has got to do for you and what you need and what this guy did and what that person did or whatever. Every fucking individual is different. If you want a prototypical man, I suggest you go back and get your chemistry set and pull some fucking Frankensteins. You build the perfect man. But when you got a man, somebody willing to do everything for you, you bitch him out. And black women do bitch men out. Like, man, goddamn. The fuck, what I do now? What the fuck? And yes, this is true. It happens. But it don't take a black woman to do that. A white woman will get tired of your shit after a while and say the same shit. When this group of women who have suffered over these years, and like I said in the video, you watch what it takes to make a woman smile. You watch this video. Every time a black man stand up for something, he gets shot down. How many times can you hold your head up in front of your woman when every time she see you doing something, you getting shot down? There is a mental break right there. The black man cannot dominate some black women because the black woman's mind state is the exact same of the black man. Survival. They bitching because they're trying to fucking survive and ain't nobody fucking helping them. Black woman can be called a hoe. Black woman can be called a bitch. Black woman be called a slut. How many white hoes and bitches and tramps and sluts do you see in the videos? How many white booties is shaking with brothers' faces right next to the ass fucking flipping dollars and shit up? If you teach a race of women to be disrespected and the ones trying to find respect bitch about it, yeah, they gonna bitch because all the other little girls, younger than them, with these hot, tight ass bodies and shit, titties all firm and asses all in place, stomachs you could punch on like a punching bag without moving a fucking no gelatin, nothing moving. Of course they gonna be fearful of these young girls who have no fucking sexual respect for themselves. If some girl gonna break down and start sucking your dick and shit in the fucking drive-thru at Burger King and shit, you goddamn right your woman is gonna bitch because you fucking belittling your own self mentally to follow a fucking image. Nigga, stop following the motherfucking train. Get off and make your own ride. My wife calls me a hypocrite because she's right. When I made pretty fair money and shit, we were split up. When I made good money, we were separated. Get back, lose the job, lose everything, shit's fucked up. I'm working day to day. My wife has had the same fucking job for 15, 20 years, damn it. She got the right to fucking bitch. She got the right to be angry when I ain't coming up with my end. I haven't came up with my end a few goddamn times, and who bailed me out? That same woman that you're calling a bitch, and the bitch need to shut the fuck up. That same motherfucker need to shut the fuck up has bailed me out a million times. And all I live for right now, because I can't do what I want to do, don't want to sell dope to get what I need, don't want to go bad to get what I need, I have to go bad. Because I'm not at the age where I can go out there on a construction site and outwork 15 or 20 people that make nothing while I'm trying to ask for something. I'm not going to go to the construction site and ask for $9 an hour just to get in. And then after I try to outwork 15 or 20 people half my age, I can't do that shit no more. So what I gotta do, I got to bring what I can bring home. You goddamn right she got the right to bitch. Because half of you motherfuckers out there living at your motherfucking mama's house. You on your mama's internet, your girlfriend shit. Because why? Because in the course of my life, on the construction sites I've been at, I know the white guy, I get in. We have Mexicans work for us. We have other people do stuff. Those white guys ain't getting the jobs no more. And in America, when you're getting yourself in position to hire somebody, who you gonna hire? You're gonna hire the people that you can manipulate and the people that you can control. So the black men are losing jobs. The white guys are losing jobs because we can't be controlled. And who takes up the slack? Our women. The black ones, the white ones, the whatever ones that got work because their man can't keep a fair job, can't get a fair job, can't work at a job no longer than a few months because the next person's cousin's got to come in and work. Or how come we ain't got no hours for you? Oh, the hours are dry, but there's 4 other people on the job site who are getting paid less than, $3 less an hour than you. And you got to go home and tell your wife something. And your wife and your woman or your girlfriend or whatever, they take the burden. They feel the brunt of it. If you can't hire the man, you hire the woman, because the woman looks a hell of a lot better than some old grusty looking like, some old crusty looking like, some old fuckly, muggly looking like motherfucker. How many people gonna hire a sexy man to do a goddamn job? Huh, I am a sexy man. Well, I don't want another man working here. Fuck that. I'm gonna hire some woman. I'm gonna hire a black woman, a white woman, or some Mexican lady. See, us men we're being outsourced because other motherfuckers want to see women having sex together. They want to see bullshit. And black women get tired of that shit. Some white women get tired. People get tired of motherfuckers not doing nothing and bitching about everything and then complaining. So don't say the black woman need to shut up. You need to shut your ass up and help the motherfucker. Me and every other motherfucker out there need to help their woman. And if you don't understand what I'm saying about the trials and tribulations and the stress and struggle, you don't understand what the fuck I'm saying, then you've been tubed.
Hi, how are you? I'm Yaba. Yes. I've been in situations where people perceived me perhaps as white. I never passed. I never denied who I was, but I didn't always go around and advertise. I just was myself.
How do you identify culturally or racially?
I'm an Appalachian African American.
Appalachian African American, okay. So your father's African American, your mother is European American?
My father, who was a graduate of Howard University, an Army man, was a very powerful force in my life. We grew up, my dad pretty much subscribed to the thought of the one drop rule. We were raised African American and proud of it. Growing up, people may not have initially realized I was African American. One time I was with my cousins, and my cousins came in a variety of skin tones from brown to black, and we were playing, I don't know, maybe touch football, and there were these two white men, and they were standing there and they were looking at us, and one of them says, "Hey, come over here, fella, come over here, I want to meet you." And I said, "Hello." And he goes, "Hey, let me hold your hand." And he grabbed my hand and he goes, "What are you doing playing over there with those niggers?" I was like, "What?" He goes, "A white boy like you shouldn't be over there playing with those niggers. I don't like seeing a white boy over there. You shouldn't be doing that. Why don't you come on?" And I looked at him, and he was a big guy, and I kicked him in his knee. I just kicked him in his knee. I said, "Don't you call my cousins niggers!" I was brought up to be proud to be black, and that racism existed, but it's not an excuse for weakness or cowering. It's something that makes you stronger. When I was admitted into my program, my specialty, I can remember there were a couple of times it was quite painful. I had a few professors use the N-word, tell nigger jokes.
In class?
In the operating room.
Oh.
In situations where individuals thought I was white, they were very comfortable with who they were, and I heard horrible racist remarks. But you know what? I also was around African Americans who made horrible racist remarks about whites. And there's racism on both sides of the spectrum. It's so much more important to have a sense of self-worth and an identity of who you are inside, and not be classified by the way that others look at you.
In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always. Welcome to another edition of the Realities Temple on Earth. Of course, I am the host or the gatekeeper of this internet ministry. On YouTube, I am known as the Mighty Angel Snub Nuff 7.
Blog Talk Radio.
As we set fire to the Confederate flag, as we set fire to the sheets of the Klansmen, we remain proud to be African supremacists. You cracker-loving Uncle Tom House Negroes cannot infiltrate the structure of the African supremacists. We remain.
Peace forever and always. This is your brother, again, Talik Keeping Raw, and this is the Realities Temple on Earth. Okay. Let's get straight down to the nitty gritty. I'm gonna say that again, 'cause I don't think you heard me. I don't think you heard me. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Yeah. This message goes out. Well, you'll know who this message goes out to. Now, let me get the old thoughts together. Oh, some of y'all probably don't know what thoughts is. Thoughts happen when you think. Okay? But see, since some of y'all don't think, you copy what somebody else said, or what you think somebody else told you. You don't have no thoughts of your own. You wouldn't know what thinking is. So, I just wanted to put something out there for you to perhaps cause you to think. There are some women on YouTube that have accused me of heinous things. Some of you probably know that my original account was suspended. It was deleted by YouTube. Now, truthfully, black men were flagging my videos. And YouTube, for some reason, was also flagging. So prior to these women getting upset with me, black men and YouTube itself was flagging my videos. So that account was on its way out regardless. Now what put the frosting on the cake was these women who I thought or I assumed we were allies or friends. Then they turned around and said, quite frankly, "Fred, I never was a damn friend." So you have made it clear. And that's good. Because it's better to get rid of you now than deal with you later. This is later. Then these women, as soon as they get upset with you, the first thing they say to a man, now if I was a woman, it might be different. Maybe. But the first thing they want to say is that you just wanted my vagina. You just wanted my pussy cat. That's all y'all men want. It's all part of your picture article. You think that you deserve me just because you're a man. You fool. First of all, you don't know me. I don't want nothing you got between your legs. First of all, I don't even know if you wash up or not. I don't know how clean you are. For me, you gotta be clean. I don't know you. You want to try to put me in a category where I don't belong. Bring your ass here. See, my house is always open. I don't become silent. Bring your ass here with your big mouth. Any of you. Now, for my sisters that follow my account, you know I'm not talking about you. They know who I'm talking about. All men want, they run around, vagina power, the end of patriarchy, vagina, all that silly stuff. All men, nobody wants nothing from your ass. Matter of fact, for me, everybody not no sex maniac. That's not what my head is, never have been. If I meet a nice woman, that's cool. If I don't, that's cool. I don't care. I got other things. My mentality takes me on higher levels. I don't sit around watching porn videos. I don't sit around thinking about, ooh, that woman, ooh, look at her booty, I so like them. I don't sit around spending my time for hours and hours magnified on such trash and garbage. But you, that's what your mentality is. Then you want to blame men for everything that goes wrong in your life. Here you are. Ain't nobody told you to lay down with none of these men. Now here you are. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kids by different men. And you want to blame men. You're the one that done that. I didn't do it. What you going to get mad at me for? And I would not be the father of any of your children because I have value on myself. I am not going to lay down with just anybody. Here you are. You done had every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the neighborhood. Now, all of a sudden, you all used up. You like an old tissue paper somebody done blew their nose in. Now, all of a sudden,
You want somebody to respect you. And you done went around acting like a hoe or a bitch. That's just the bottom line. Now, you can say all these different things. Hoes and bitches exist. They exist. And men can be hoes and bitches. But for you to come on here and here all of a sudden, I'm a goddess. I'm an angel. No. It don't work that way. You gotta earn these things. You lay down with men and you didn't make them earn nothing. And then you expected some miraculous things to happen. First of all, lady, you're sick. You're sick in the mind. You got a black man that's here on YouTube standing up for your right ass, trying to help you out. Then you come around and try to make me a whoremonger. You don't know me. Maybe some of those men in your life that you lay it down with, maybe they might be. But I'm not those things. So don't bring that nonsense here. Now all of a sudden, you want all the good things in life. But you done did all the bad things. And your children pay the price because some of them know their father or daddies or sperm donors, whatever you want to call them, and some don't. You got all this mouth, and you jump from, and then you go to these different men. You're all upset and frustrated, and you want to vent your anger. So you jump from man page to man page. Well, let me tell you something. Bring your ass here, sister dear. Let me say that again. Bring your ass.
A poor black person meets a white person and suddenly their life is better. A poor black person meets a white person and now they can get their shit together. White people to the rescue. What would we do without you? You make all our dreams come true. White people to the rescue. Poor black boys are really good at sports, but only when a white coach tells them. Poor black boys would just do what destroys till a white coach comes along to help them. White people to the rescue. What would we do without you? You make all our dreams come true. White people to the rescue. Whether we want to dance or sing or simply just survive, we only need some white people and we will truly thrive. Poor black lasses would fail all their classes till a white teacher stops to teach them. Poor black lasses would shake and pump their asses till a white teacher tries to reach them. Poor black orphans would live off their endorphins. Not much else rhymes with orphans. White people to the rescue. What would we do without you? You make all our dreams come true. White people to the rescue. White people to the rescue. What would we do without you? White people to the rescue. What would we do without you?
Peace forever and always. Welcome to another edition of the Realities Temple on Earth. Your host is his divine masculine brother Administrator Talik Ibnrad.
Man trying to sell Jay-Z concert tickets on Craigslist got a violent surprise. It put him in the hospital, and his family says he might need plastic surgery. Police said the attack outside a Starbucks in the Heights happened while a small child was looking on. Eyewitness News reporter Jessica Willie is live with a story that's new at 4. Jessica?
Yeah, Eric, 2 young women, one had her baby in the back seat when this happened. The victim was run over, dragged down the street, and suffered terrible injuries, and all for Jay-Z concert tickets.
Denitra Green.
In her leggings and fringe-covered boots, 20-year-old Denitra Green stood before a judge to hear the charge against her.
Ms. Green, you have been charged with aggravated robbery.
In fact, police say she and her friend nearly killed a man.
He was begging them, and instead of stopping, they in fact drove faster.
With 8 tickets to the December 19th Jay-Z concert, but unable to go, the victim placed an ad on Craigslist to sell them. According to court records, Green and her friend Jessica Darden answered the ad, and after several phone conversations, they all met at this Starbucks on Durham. The women remained in the car, and when the victim showed them the tickets, he told police they took off. His arm wedged inside, he clinging to the car. As he was begging for them to stop, his attorney says they were trying to shake him loose.
She kicked his arm so hard that eventually she broke it. It's a clean fracture. He's going to have surgery. When the arm broke, he came off the side of the car, and the car ran over his legs.
And while the victim was lying in a hospital bed near death, we've learned the young women were at the concert 4 days later watching Jay-Z using the stolen tickets.
They were there partying and having a good time.
The victim has months of recovery ahead of him, and while it seems he did everything right when setting up the transaction, what happened is yet another warning, according to his attorney, about using online classifieds.
It's really a question not only of buyer beware, but also of seller beware.
And Green was in court today here at the criminal courthouse in downtown Houston. She is currently out on bond, but wasn't home at her apartment when we stopped by earlier. Darden has not yet been arrested. Live in downtown.
Y'all see the news report, people. Black folks, what the hell is wrong with y'all? Okay, I know on this Black Man Waiting channel that we're on right now, and I'm recording this, we talk about black people and the ignorance that is just plaguing our species, our race, whatever you want to call it. But this is just, this level of righteousness here does not make any sense. Seriously. You see, these two girls, 20-year-olds, one of them had a kid in the back seat, drug a man, broke his arm, ran over him, while at the same time robbing him to go see Jay-Z. Jay-Z ain't all that great. I mean, he's good, got some good lyrics going on, but damn, when is we as black people gonna sit here and stop being sheep, being followers, and just being these fanatics over these celebrities that don't give a damn about us? Now Jay-Z up here cool and not doing what he doing. Still making this money, still on, making that on that paper trail. And these two chicks gonna sit here and get locked up. Then they gonna sit there and do this in front of a kid in the car. Seriously? And for Craigslist, hell no. I sat there and sold me a little computer monitor for like 20 bucks one time. I ain't going up because it's just too much crazy and ratchet stuff going up there. Lord have mercy. And then the chick, what's her name? Denitra. The girl, and you know, she's gonna get some time for this. I hope she gets some time for this. 20, but she's stupid. And look at her, she's a cute girl. But you can tell she's crazy. Look at that look in her eyes. When is we as black people gonna ascend from this level of stupidity? Please tell me. But I will say that this woman, these two women, I'm not really just disappointed in the fact that they nearly killed this man. And I'm not just sitting here saying I'm disappointed because they even did this in front of this child. It's just I'm disappointed in the level of consideration that was taken, that wasn't even thought about in this whole process. Not only could they got this man killed, they could have got the kid killed, they could have got themselves killed. And just the fact that they just didn't care, you know. When you're at a point where you're willing to kill and risk your freedom and other people's lives for entertainers, you know, people that are here to entertain you, then that just goes to show you that the level of ignorance and lack of morals in the black community is just running rapid. And it's like, what can you do about something like this? And you hear about things like this all the time. People are so, infatuated with these rappers, actors, and celebrities that they're just willing to just go out, neglect their kids, get their kids killed, get themselves killed, robbed, do just a mass of craziness just to see them. They had the one incident where the chick left her 2 kids out in the car when she went to the Lil Wayne concert. Now, from her side of the story, it didn't appear as the way it looked. But at the same time, she had 2 kids. If you didn't have a babysitter, then you don't go. You shouldn't have been there at all. There was a report about the 30 kids trying to rush to go see Medea's Christmas on Christmas. And then it turned into this big 600-man brawl. Now, these girls are 20-year-olds. And even though I know there's always going to be that level of ignorance, stupidity, and ratchetness that comes with being 20, there's also a sense of common sense. So do these 2 girls deserve some time in jail? Yes. I sincerely hope this man do recover. He has been severely injured, and I feel for him and his family. And I feel for that little boy in the back seat. Because this is the type of stuff that he's going to see, especially in the black community.
Well, Sergeant Willie Pete. Black people up to the top of your head. Feel like you're in that barrel and you're trying to climb out, and another black person grabs you at your leg and pulls himself up, and then he grabs you right there at your waist, and he pulls himself up further, then he grabs you at the top of the collar of your shirt and he pulls himself up further. Then he asks you for something. Can you help me get my foot out? I've been telling black people, green people, purple people, stupid people, smart people, dumb people, ignite people. I've been telling everybody the same thing. You have to hold yourself to a higher standard. And if there's nobody to show an example, then nobody will ever know how to carry themselves or how to act. They can't carry themselves like the brothers and the sisters way back in the days when things was tight. My brother was tight. Can't be tight like that. Ain't no respect for the older people. That old N-word. Look at that old dumb B-word. Look at old black ass whatever. Ain't no respect for the older people no more. All they do is play their music, kill this N-word, whoop that B-word's ass. You know? It's the same old shit, man. Ain't nobody there to teach these people nothing. That's why they ignite. They ignite, buddy. They stupid. Stupid people do dumb shit. When there's nobody to show you right from wrong, and you raise yourself, and your mama's in the kitchen smoking weed and drinking and playing cards with her friends, and everybody's doing the thing, partying, having a good time, not giving a damn about the kids. When the kids are in position, they gonna know what they've been taught how to do. Party and have a good time, because you gonna dance and make it do what it do. It don't do shit. You have to make it do what it do. It don't do by itself. Do you understand what I'm talking about? People will not unite to do anything better or positive for themselves as long as they have an excuse for being stupid. What is the excuse for being stupid? I don't know any better. How come you don't know any better? Because nobody ever showed me. How come nobody ever showed me? Because the people aren't there. How can I teach my son something if I ain't here? And when he's 35 years old, what the hell is he gonna know if I ain't never taught him nothing? What better way to destroy a species? It is racism. It is classism. It's what you got, baby. And I'm paranoid. I'm losing my mind. Because every time I do a video, the end of my videos get cut off. It has got to the point to where every time I do a video, my videos are cut. Or should I go run and tell everybody black out there, you know what, man? Get a gun, man. This time's finna be bad. Make my eyes all look buggy. Look, it's over them wide. Man, y'all gotta get some shit, man, because this man's going down. They play that whole end of that video. I can scream and tell black people to get guns and get their own black militant thing together, and they'll play that whole video. But if I tell people how to be positive, my videos get cut. That, my friend, is censorship. See, as long as you have foul things to say about black people, Sergeant Willie Pete, you could have been sitting there in your underwear with your balls hanging out. Nobody would have gave a damn. You've been the only man on the YouTube with his balls hanging out. They said, you know what? See this black guy? He has no self-respect. Look, his balls are hanging out. And instead of covering your balls up, they would let you show your balls. Just to prove how ignorant, stupid, and or dumb you are. Once you begin to talk more positive, you will see how people talk about those who want to better they people. No, wait. My videos are cut because I'm trying to better all people. I don't just scream, black, 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 black. I'm tired of screaming black. As a matter of fact, the only thing on me black is my hair. I got black hair. I got a black computer. I got black tires on my car. I had a bad tooth back there, and it was real messed up. They put a black filling in it. You don't believe me, do you? Well, I'm not finna open my mouth to have to prove myself. You know what I'm saying? So listen, man. I know sometimes black people make you like, damn, man, I hope these people just shut the hell up. Every time a group of young black people speak, I can't understand a damn word that's coming out of their mouth. Man, nigga, oh, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, and then I was over there at the thing, man, and you be going down, you know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what you're saying. And like I said in that one video, I was a young kid, and I was arguing with my auntie, and I felt like I was standing up for myself for the first time. This lady bossed me around, gonna try to throw me out of my grandmama's house. I don't care if it is your mama, but I'm standing up for myself. And I kept on talking, and I kept on talking, and I kept on saying, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll never forget, she said, no, I don't know what the hell you saying. Explain it to me. It's like somebody hit the pause button. Not the pause button, what's the other button? The mute button. Mouth moving, lips and shit shaking, and you can't explain it. If your brain is not ready for reality, you can't explain it. That's why you hear these young folks talking about, man, you know, and I was doing my thing, man, all the way to this freak house, man, you know, it was going down, man, all bad, you know what I'm saying? No. They're stupid. You can get a kid right now in a room with a video game and a book. In the book, it tells him how to get $15 million by pouring water on a sponge. He gonna play that damn video game. He ain't gonna look at the sponge. He ain't gonna give a damn about nothing else but level 16. Shit, man, I'm playing level 16. You know it's going down. They got the machine guns and the airplane. You know what I'm saying? People are just ignorant, Willie Pete. They done finally got under your skin, man. Maybe it's the content of what you've been telling these people. As long as you've been on this internet, you've been telling them, and you've been teaching them, and you've been preaching at how to destroy yourself. You have been teaching these people how to get to you. Just like when I've been trying to say something positive and everything, and all this and everything is good, and I like this and this is cool and all that, you know what I'm saying? No. What I'm saying is this. When you try to explain things to people and they don't understand, they got some ignite shit to say. You know what I mean? I'm saying ignite. Not ignorant, ignite. Yes, ignite. Like in the 60s. And English was so broken when people talk, man, like, I'm fixing to go to the store. I'm finna go to the store, man. Remember one time, a young white girl from South Africa. She is an African. She showed everybody her birth certificate. I'm from Africa. I'm African. I'm African too. I'm American. I am American. I am born in the United States of America. I am not an African or this and that. I am of African descent, but I cannot call myself an African. But once a lady told me I could. So let me get back to this girl bragging about her Africanism. Why do you guys say finna go? I hate people who want to explain black people. Don't explain black people. It can't be explained. There's dumb people now. There's not enough old people teaching young people anymore, and that is the crux of the story. I've been trying to drag this video out for 9 minutes because your video only lasted 4 because you're frustrated because of black people. So let me tell you something, man. Don't never let that get to you, and keep on doing what you're doing. Right or wrong, if you're not heard, then that means you're not speaking. If they don't like you, it's because you're saying something. Have a good one. Oh yeah, you've been tubed. Well, this video is dedicated. This video is called Fake Ass People. This video is directed to those who post videos, start a blog, and pull their video. I think that's punk ass shit. I wonder what. Now, getting back to my point. I have a seat here for you, because some of you people need me to sit down so you can understand what I'm saying. Lower this down some. Now, fake ass people. You upload a blog and you get a conversation going. And when it gets hot, you pull your fucking video. I personally think that is a form of cowardice need not be seen on YouTube. If you say something, the least you should do is stand by your words until all is said and done. I've seen people get flagged, tagged, and all kind of shit for stuff that they've said and done in videos. I have said a lot of harsh things in a lot of videos, but none of my shit has been fucked off yet. I'm still on, I'm still up, and I'm still here. I try to keep it real. I will no longer comment on the borders. People's brains aren't even made right. You say something in a manner to provoke conversation and try to get something started to help some people, and it's twisted. Not just by the so-called racists who took my video and put all on their racist websites, because I don't care. If you listen to the video and listen to the actual meaning of what I'm saying in the video, then these people are wrong for putting that shit on their sites. If you hate black people and you hate Mexicans and you hate America the way it is, you're wrong for putting that video on your site. What I said in that video was to help all people, not just the Mexicans, not just the blacks, but everybody here in America. Because in America, the land of the free, allegedly, the home of the brave, sometimes we don't have respect for each other. Not as a species, not as a race, and not as a group of people. We always say fuck them or fuck those guys. They fucked me over. They're messing with our people. Fuck it. Face it. Times have changed. We're in a financial war. And it's not against the Mexicans, it's not against the blacks, it ain't against the white people. But this is for those white people out there. You are not free either. This is for those white people out there who talk bad about black people. You are in the same boat. This is for those white people out there who think Mexicans are taking something from them. When is the last time you went
and picked your own fruit. You look at the big picture. Our country has outsourced our money. We no longer earn any money in America. The big companies that left and went overseas to do their thing are some fake-ass motherfuckers. They sell their products here for top dollar and they get them made for nothing. Then you get mad because you see somebody with something you don't have and all of a sudden someone has taken something from you. White man, you're not free. You've been misled like everybody and you feel bad about it. You've been duped. You've been fucking flim-flam. You've been fucked over by your own people. The powers that be are mostly your people. You don't have anything. You're broke. You're starving. Your kids can't do shit. You need. You hurt. And all that you've done for this country, they have left you too in the cold just like they've left everybody else. You are not free, white man. Yes, your people control this country. Yes, they do. But if you're not in the top 5% with them, what are you? You're just as good as the people that they grouped you with. They created that phrase, trailer trash. They called you poor white trash before anybody black or Mexican did. Your own people. You have been misled like everyone else on this planet. And your hate, put them in position so they can fuck you. Yes, the poor. The ones who have to work for a living. You might have connections. You might not have suffered as bad as anybody else has suffered, but you're suffering now because of your own ignorance to your own policies, and you uplifted your own people to the highest point, and they fucked you. You've lynched. You've enslaved. You've destroyed, dominated, conquered, raped and pillaged nation after nation, people upon people, for your people. And what have they done for you? They put a black man in front of you. And the black man, the same one that you beat down for hundreds of years, is telling you to your face that they got you too. But you're going to see this video and think that I'm a black Nazi. You're going to think that I'm pushing for everybody to go start killing people. You're going to take this video and say I'm anti-American. I'm not a patriot. You're going to take the same video and say I have done something wrong to you because I'm calling you a slave. You're a junkie, a dope fiend, slave. Every label that you've ever put on anyone black or of any other color now applies to you. Because you were dumb enough to believe what you were told just like everyone else. And now you hurt. You're paying for it. Not because of me. Not because that Mexican down the street. Not because that nigger over there. You have been snookered by your own people. It was a white man that did this to white people. It was a white man that leaded us into the direction in which we're all going in. White, black, yellow, whatever. It was one of your people that did this to all of us. The founding fathers of this country itself owned slaves. The founding fathers got together and wrote the Declaration of Independence and they put together the first laws and everything. The first Constitution was put together by all white guys. And these same white guys placed stipulations upon you so great that your patriotism called constantly. It's all on us to do this. Strong white people, do this, do this, do this. And what did they do to you? They forgot you. Out of all the fighting and everything that the white man has done for this country, the powers that be have forgot you. Out of all the killing and hatred that you spread in the name of your people have forgot you. They cut you off. You're the one that did the dirt. You did all the dirt. You wouldn't did all the dirt for them, and now they forgot you. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? When that man stood there in front of all those gangs in that movie, he tried to unite these people as one. What happened to Osiris? When you have a personality willing to join everybody, white, black, Mexican, Oriental, Asian, everybody, that person does not live long. Your people made sure that happened. So when you get on the internet and create a blog and start some shit, don't pull your video off after you talk some shit. You have been tubed by the best.